Saturday evening talk. Today, the topic of our talk is the purpose of life. Again, we will welcome Robert, our brother, to talk about this topic. And thank you so much for being here, those of you who are here with us, and those of you who are going to look at this lecture at our channel, YouTube channel. Thank you so much again, and I hope you will enjoy today's topic, today's Saturday evening talk. Thank you so much, and please welcome Robert. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Kelly. Again, welcome everyone to today's Saturday evening talk here in Manantial. The topic that I have chosen is the purpose of life. It's very challenging to speak about the purpose of life. Not too many people dare to say something definitive about what is the purpose of life. However, the late Reverend Samuel Moon, he did say something definitive about what is the purpose of life. Okay? And this is what I would like to speak about today. Okay, I will give a short presentation on this topic, and after we will have our usual discussion. This is a very interesting topic, and I'm sure that everyone is excited to express their views about this topic. I would love to start by maybe reading the introduction that I have written here. It says, when we study the divine principle, we learn that the purpose of life is to experience joy. And to experience this joy, we must fulfill the three great blessings of God. Be fruitful, multiply, and have dominion over all things. While this is true, it requires a faith in the scriptures to accept. However, the divine principle is not only based on the scriptures, it is also based on the undeniable facts of life. I would like to base this presentation on these undeniable facts of life that are also corroborated by the Holy Scriptures. The first, what I would like to express is the way we experience and express love. And the late Reverend Samuel Moon categorically claimed that the purpose of life is to give love and to mature that giving of love. So, the purpose of life is to give love. And not only to give love, we have to mature in giving love. Mature in giving love. This is what he strongly stressed, that this is the purpose of life. I accept this explanation of Reverend Moon, and based on my understanding of his teachings, the first way we naturally experience life is through the love of the child, okay, the child's love.
esencialmente es el amor de
Yeah.
Dios. Siempre somos hijos en relación con nuestros padres.
Through a child's love.
Ese es el primer amor que recibimos.
Okay. So, one important point is his emphasis is on giving. Okay.
Es, digamos, el amor de dar.
All right. This is his emphasis.
Ese es
So
más importante.
we explore love through
Explorando.
the concept of giving love. Okay? This is his explanation of love. To give love, okay?
Por eso,
And mature in giving love.
maduro el amor.
So the first way we give love is through the love of a child.
Sin embargo,
And how do we love like a child?
tiene un amor de recibir. Tiene que saber recibir.
The love of a child is longing for the parents. So the child longs for his parents,
Igual
and also the child depends on his parents.
es el amor de los padres.
And
Los padres le quieran.
this is the way that the child gives love to his parents, by longing for them and depending on them.
Responden a los padres.
And
Forma de dar, los
naturally, the parents,
responden.
they receive joy from this longing and dependence of the child. So this concept is revolutionary, because longing and depending on the parents is a way of giving them love. Very, very interesting, this point. Okay? So this is the first way that human beings express love.
Esta es la primera relación de dar y tomar, o dar y recibir entre los
Then
padres.
the second way that we express love is through siblings love. Okay, let's put this here.
El siguiente nivel del amor es el amor mutuo. El amor
Okay.
compartido. Es un amor entre hermanos
Siblings love
o
is brother-sister love. Okay,
sibling.
so
No más.
when we reach this stage, we come from being child or an infant. When we
Si nos
pass through our
de cuenta
infancy,
padres,
we begin to have brothers and sisters at
es
home.
muy normal que tengamos buena relación.
For those who don't have brothers and sisters, we have friends, or we have relatives, cousins, and people who are close to us in our families. This is where the responsibility of giving starts. Okay.
Esta es, digamos, la.
So here, at this level, the responsibility grows. Okay. It is so there is more responsibility here. And this is where serious responsibility starts in giving love. Okay. At this stage, it is natural. We can say that giving love as an infant is perfect. Okay. But when we reach this level, it requires responsibility on our part. Here where we start to be responsible in giving love to others. So, if we learn to be responsible in loving others at this stage, it prepares us for the next stage, which is the conjugal love. Okay?
Si nosotros establecemos un buen estándar en esa relación de afecto y de amor como hermanos, como consecuencia de la relación con nuestros padres, entonces estamos preparados para tener una relación conyugal, una esposa.
So, if we are successful here,
Si tenemos un buen fundamento,
it prepares us for this level.
entonces el siguiente paso es mucho más favorable, es mucho más
And
enriquecedor, es mucho más alto.
if we overcome all the challenges with our brothers and sisters at home, with our friends, or with our peers at school. It prepares us for conjugal love. Okay? So the conflict that will naturally come up at this stage, we prepare for them at this stage. Okay? So the next level is, okay, parents' love. Okay?
Sí, con todo.
Right?
Y naturalmente el amor conyugal nos eleva, digamos, a un estándar de amor parental.
So,
Entonces, los padres.
from here we prepare for this stage.
Sí.
Okay?
Sobre este fundamento de buena relación, el amor florece a un nivel mucho más alto, más desinteresado, mucho más allá del que podemos compartir en términos mutuos.
Claro.
If we are successful here and here, it prepares us for this stage. This stage requires complete and total giving, unconditional giving.
Ese es el amor incondicional.
Yeah, this stage.
El de los padres.
So when we reach this level, we should be capable of loving unconditionally.
Ese es el amor incondicional.
And this is parents'
Más
love.
frente a Dios.
Okay.
Que no lo queremos por
So-
el de cambio, sino también.
So this cycle prepares us again, okay,
Entonces, cuando eso es así, hijos deciden
to love the child.
los
Okay.
hijos se armonizan como hermanos.
Cycle of life.
Right. Okay. The cycle of love.
Esta
Okay.
es la base para la relación conyugal. Sepa, es una
Yeah. So this, some people might say, okay, I don't believe in this. This is not a matter of believing or not.
Yo no creo esto.
Life
Que no.
Bueno,
takes us through this stage.
Ya, pero no es difícil de creer.
sí, no, me parece ejemploso.
Okay.
Ella lo entiende.
This is involuntary to us. We go through this in a natural course, even if we want to
Pero incluso aunque no creyéramos,
or
somos
we don't want to.
hombres.
Okay.
Claro.
All right.
Que aunque-
Life takes us through these stages.
Si queremos tener éxito, tenemos que ser buena gente con
So-
con otros.
So you know,
Bello.
here we have no choice. Okay. We have no choice here and no choice here. Maybe someone can say, look, I don't want to have a spouse.
La gente-
I don't want to be parents. Okay, maybe we can choose here.
como padres, como hijos, como
However,
como mutuo,
if we don't go through these
va a ser más
two stages,
Eso es lo que se le ocurrirá. A ver,
we will deny ourselves
está
of
decepcionado por esto. Y bueno, pues no voy a dar.
experiences of joy that life offers to human beings. If we refuse to go
Es así.
through this stage and this stage,
Y
we deny ourselves important joys that life
para
offers.
la vida de la
Yeah.
aunque no
Mm.
ve,
Yeah. Now, most people, the reason why they would refuse to go through these two
normalmente
stages
el cónyuge
is because of their negative experiences,
paso más difícil.
because of traumas, or because of what they have observed in the lives of other people, and they don't want to go through the same
Entonces,
difficulties.
dispuestos a superar las barreras que
So, these two stages, naturally, many people reject. They don't want to go through them, right? Good. Now, why?
porque
Because we have never had no one successful at the level of parents. At the level of parents, we have never had true parents.
es tan difícil llegar a ser padres, porque nunca hemos podido ser verdaderos padres.
We have never had two parents.
Este estándar de pobreza de los padres es
So,
algo que utilizamos desde que
so we can say that everyone, from time immemorial,
todos
everyone has gone through this cycle, okay, experiencing deficit. Everyone.
de alguna forma nadie hemos experimentado este amor verdadero.
So,
Padres,
as infants,
ni de
we experience
ni de cónyuge.
a deficit of love
Entonces,
because we never had true parents. We never had authentic parents.
echamos de menos amor desde que somos niños.
We never had parents who understand how to love parentally 100%. We never had. We accept that we are imperfect human beings. That are perfect. We accept this. But it's because of the fact that we have never developed
Digamos,
parental love the way that
estamos
our Creator expected us. Okay?
y eso quizá
So,
de hijos.
so if we start this stage with deficit,
Empezamos con
when we reach this stage,
un déficit del amor, de menos amor,
we have more deficit.
y entonces cuando vamos al siguiente nivel,
So it is,
seguimos echando amor, echamos de menos
so it multiplies. Okay?
amor, incluso los hijos de nuestros amigos,
It multiplies.
De cualquier otra
de
cosa.
cualquier persona.
So
Venimos de un vacío que queremos llenar.
many people they have a lot of difficulties at this stage
Y era muchísimo.
with their siblings or with their cousins or with their relatives, close relatives, or with their friends or with their peers at school.
Pues mucha gente, ¿no?
Yeah, many people.
Entonces se sienten muy solos.
So, because of the failure here, when we get here,
Cuando se va, digamos, a la relación individual,
the failure is exponential.
más exigente
It grows.
y
enormously.
en realidad se hace más grande.
Yeah, it grows.
Ese vacío cada vez va siendo mayor. Y
This is the reason why in our societies,
para estar en contra de lo verdad.
in our societies today, okay, the rate of divorce is very, very high.
El nivel de los divorcios cada vez es mayor.
It's very high
Porque normalmente vamos con un cristiano que es
because of we reached this level with a deficit.
es menos.
With a deficit.
Digamos, nos volvemos posesivos.
Okay. So, for those who go through this stage and reach this stage, they also reach this stage
A nivel conyugal
with negative.
podrían romperse, recuperar. Entonces, cuando se llega a nivel de padres,
So when many couples start to have children, they cannot give, okay? They cannot give love from the parental position. You cannot give 100% good quality love to their children. Okay? Even in the best families, there is always some degree of deficit. Okay? Even in the best families, there's a degree of deficit. Okay? So this is the reality. This is the human reality. Okay? This is our reality. Yeah. So we cannot deny this. Okay? So Reverend Moon's teaching Reverend Moon's teachings is based on giving love. You see? Give love. Right? And these deficits, what happened, these deficits makes us take love. Okay? We take love because of these deficits. We take love. So instead of giving love because of the deficit, we take love. We are always looking for ways to take love, not to give love. Okay? The teachings of Reverend Moon is based on giving love because it's very simple. If everybody in the society gives love, if everybody in the society gives love, naturally everybody would receive love. So giving love, automatically goes along with receiving love. If everybody gives love, everybody receives love. You see? But since we started off from taking love, okay? So since we started off from taking love, everybody is looking for ways to take love from the other on every level. Okay? With our peers at school, on this level, there is always a constant conflict with others who want to take love, want to dominate others. So at school, the tendency of the bullies in school is to take love by dominating the other. Okay? Yeah, that is the tendency. So when we reach this level, the tendency of the spouse is to take love from the other spouse. Yeah. You see? So it's very interesting how Reverend Moon explains this. Okay? That the purpose of life is to give love. So we need to start thinking in the concept of giving love. Because giving love naturally goes together with receiving love. Okay? But we never learn to give love. We have learned to take love. Okay? Yeah. So this is the human experience. Okay? Taking love. Right? And many people, they reach this level of parenthood with the same feeling to take love from their children. They're very dominant over their children. Right? Yeah. Now here is where Reverend Moon says that the answer to this dilemma or to this predicament of the human being is in the scriptures. So he said that the answer to this is in the scriptures. Okay? All right. So God has been trying from the moment of the fall. Adios. Okay. So the scriptures explain that the human beings had an experience of deviation. Okay? So this deviation, the scriptures refer to as the fall. So the reason why the human family has this experience is because of this. Reverend Moon reveals that the cause is the fall, and the answer is in the scriptures, through God's providence. Okay. Now, the Creator, because He is a creator of love, He will not leave human beings in this situation. So from the very beginning, there has been an effort to raise human beings out of this situation. has been an effort historically.
de este
So-
amor de la creación de Dios. Entonces hemos vivido muy constantes. Estamos aquí, queremos, pero no sabemos por qué.
Pero no sabemos por qué, ni
Y
cómo,
esto-
ni lo que
y-
pintamos, ni a dónde vamos, ni a
Y
dónde
ahí estamos
venimos.
dando unos golpes. Sí.
So, so God, according to the teachings of Reverend Moon,
Trata, digamos, de enseñarnos el camino progresivamente, en la medida que vamos entendiendo. Entonces, lo que nosotros quiere dar a conocer es algo elemental, que todos, por sentido común,
God wanted to express himself in the human family through the parents.
Entonces, originalmente, en la familia original,
So
el amor de
he
Dios
said that
tenía
God's intention was to
entonces,
embody the first human
el amor divino,
parents.
primeramente,
We refer to them biblically as Adam and
los
Eve.
padres. ¿Por qué? Porque los padres son la imagen de Dios.
So this union with God, okay, our first parents, never
Nunca se tenía
exist. It never happened. Okay?
separados.
According to the scriptures, our first parents separated from God. So
Porque al separarnos
here-
los padres de Dios, nos separamos del propósito, del sentido, del valor.
De
So
todo,
there was a separation here.
Nos separamos prácticamente
de todo,
de todo. Es como si...
de todo lo importante.
Sí, de
So-
todo lo esencial de la vida.
This separation from God,
Esa separación,
in the scriptures, it is referred to as the fall. Okay?
cuando se explica de aquella manera, se explica qué es lo que separa al ser humano de Dios.
And so God,
Por tanto, Dios,
for God so loved human beings, He gave everything. Not only His only begotten Son, He gave everything. His life, His time, His effort. So God has always been with human beings throughout our entire history.
Dios está trabajando
So-
con el ser humano
So human beings, they fell,
para crecer. Históricamente, el ser humano cayó por debajo de la creación.
and God has to raise them up. Okay? So first,
La historia humana, según la Biblia,
God gave His word
que Dios empezó a trabajar inmediatamente después de la caída.
to human beings.
Set, de Caín a Abel, pero como Caín mató a Abel, Set, que es el tercer hijo de la nieva,
So God's intention to raise human beings out of this condition is by giving them His word.
poco a poco, progresivo.
God created human beings by His word, and He will recreate human beings also by His word. So the first word that God gave to human beings was through the
Las primeras enseñanzas
pre-Old Testament age.
al ser
Okay?
humano fueron como leyes o normas que se llama el pre-Antiguo Testamento, que es antes del Antiguo Testamento. El pre-Antiguo Testamento es hasta la ley. Y después
So,
comienza el Nuevo Testamento que comienza con Abraham.
so God gave the pre-Old Testament word. Good word.
El pre-Antiguo Testamento es decir, el Testamento antes del Antiguo Testamento era, digamos,
That is the first word that God gave to human beings.
para poder ir regulando, para que
Right.
se vaya
Ya,
Yeah.
enderezando, ¿no?
poquito a poco.
Poco a poco.
Yeah. Okay. So, God gave the pre-Old Testament word to human beings through the Nile Valley civilization, which predates the Old Testament. The Nile Valley civilization predates
El pre-Antiguo Testamento estaba, digamos, basado en el
Abraham,
de cosas de la creación.
predates Isaac,
Isaac,
predates Jacob, predates Moses. So even before Abraham, the father of the three great faiths,
que es mucho antes que Moisés, que Jacob,
the Nile Valley civilization received word from God.
Yeah.
This is the reason why, okay, the people of that civilization, the Greeks called them the Egyptians. First they called them the Ethiopians, then they called them Egyptians. Hmm? They were obsessed about life after death. Okay? But even today, if we go to Egypt, we can still find references in their tombs about their concern about life after death. Okay?
Una de las
So this was the first
problemas que siempre se
word that God gave to human
de
beings,
la vida después de la muerte.
that their life is not only an earthly life,
Creamos como animales.
that there is a life after the afterlife. So the basis of our religion we will find in the pre-Old Testament word, in the religion that was practiced by the people of Kemet, by the people of old Egypt, the old Nile Valley civilization. To study their religion is very interesting, and to know the foundation of our faith, the Abrahamic faith, both the Jewish faith, the Muslim faith, the Christian faith. In order to understand the foundation of those faiths, we must study, we must learn, okay, the faith of the people of the Nile Valley civilization. It's very interesting. Good. So if we go to Egypt, we can go and see the tombs, how they prepare themselves for the life after death. They were obsessed about this, life after death. And even in the teachings of Reverend Moon, he clarifies that life after death is our final home also. So, interestingly, when the people of the Nile Valley civilization died in their religion, they believed that they were going to face Asar, the god of life and the god of death, okay? And they were going through a judgment, okay? And there are 42 confessions that every person must go through. 42 confessions, okay? It starts with I haven't killed, I haven't stolen, I haven't, 42 of them. Okay? Negative confessions. So before you can enter the next world, you must make these 42 confessions negatively. Your answers must be negative to these questions. Okay? Very interesting. That is the foundation of our faith, both Christian and Muslim and Jewish faith. Then God chose Moses, okay? Then Moses brought the Old Testament word, okay? So Moses brought the Old Testament word. And what Moses did exactly was he reduced these 42 confessions into 10 commandments. So Moses reduced them to 10 commandments. So God, you see, one interesting point about the revelation of God's word, that God revealed His word as human beings can receive the word as they can assimilate them. He doesn't reveal His word
Las enseñanzas
once and for
se
all.
puede asimilar.
Okay?
No va a dar más de lo que no puede
So human beings were going through the process of evolving spiritually. Okay? So as we go through the process of evolving spiritually, God will give us additional words.
Nos va dando unas enseñanzas probablemente más simples pero más profundas.
Yeah. Then another thing that we also observe here is that God doesn't reveal His word to everyone. There are certain people that God reveals His word to, and their responsibility is to impart these words to the rest of the people.
A los demás.
Yeah, okay. This is the reason why we must receive the prophets, and most importantly, we must receive the Messiah.
Trabaja con la gente más importante de cada día, pero para que después sirva para los
Para los demás.
Yeah, all right. Then Jesus came, okay, with the New Testament word.
El Nuevo Testamento. La palabra fue.
Okay, so Jesus brought the New Testament word. Amazingly, that here were 42 negative confessions. Here were 10. Jesus reduced to 2. Jesus said, "Love God and love your neighbor as yourself."
Y Jesús lo reduce a dos.
Okay.
Amarás a Dios sobre todas las cosas y al prójimo.
El prójimo como
Yeah.
a ti mismo.
Todos los 10 mandamientos están.
So,
Es el mandamiento de Jesús.
so Jesus brought a new expression of God, word, and God's love. And Jesus spoke many things that the people of the Old Testament age didn't accept.
Ya, la gente del Antiguo Testamento no podía aceptar a Jesús.
All right.
Estaban demasiado conformes con
So, because
las enseñanzas de Jesús eran más altas. No significa que fueran mejores, sino más altas.
Más altas.
yeah, okay. Interestingly, that the people of this age,
La gente del Antiguo
they thought that the word that God has given Moses through the Torah
se limitaron a
was complete in itself.
la ley de Moisés, pero esa ley era incompleta.
So, but the people thought that the Old Testament word in the Torah was complete. So when Jesus began to speak about things that were not in the Torah, they rejected him.
Cuando
Okay.
empezaron a comparar lo que ellos sabían con lo que Jesús decía,
And
rechazaron a Jesús.
then
No entendieron
now,
que
Sí.
esos dos mandamientos fueran
Amar a Dios como o sea, amarás a Dios, al prójimo, amarás a Dios
sobre todas las cosas.
y al prójimo como a ti mismo.
Eso era más profundo
yeah.
Ya,
que los 10 mandamientos.
y no lo aceptaron.
No.
Mhm.
Pues qué fácil es de hacerlo.
Bueno, es fácil de hacerlo.
So we are living in a very special age now. Now this is our time, okay? We can say that these periods were about between 6,000 years ago. We are living in a new era. Okay?
Ahora vivimos en una
Now we are living in
ahora vivimos
the completed testament.
en nuestro tiempo se llama el Testamento completo, es decir, el Nuevo Testamento, el Antiguo Testamento, el Nuevo Testamento y el Testamento completo, es decir, donde se debía cumplir la voluntad de Dios,
Okay?
donde se completa lo que dijo
Yeah.
Jesús.
Con los otros 10 mandamientos.
Yeah. So
Ahora estamos en la era del Testamento completo.
now we are in the age of the completed testament word. Okay? So we are living in a very, very special age. That God is giving us
De alguna forma Dios no está en
Okay.
contra de lo que ha habido.
additional words to advance our
A Dios.
Igual que
spiritual
cuando va
development.
haciendo evoluciones,
Exactamente.
Yeah.
pues lo
So
también.
this is a time we are living in a time that we must
La base para
be looking
Para arriba.
forward. We must be looking out. to new words from God. Okay? This is the period. We must be looking out for an advanced word of Christianity.
Para superar el
Alright.
nivel que nos
Ya.
encontramos.
So this is the era. So,
Estamos en esa era. En la era de donde tenemos que digerir o aprender.
Pues no vamos mal,
No, bueno, vamos.
so now we face
Vamos bien.
pero vamos.
we are facing the same problem that
Ahora estamos.
these people face. Okay? Remember that these people of the Old Testament age, they have problem in accepting this word. Okay? Now we are experiencing something similar. That people at this level, they are having problem and they will have problem to accept this word. Okay?
Ya.
They will have problem. Okay? This is what we're facing now. So we must be looking out for the complete Testament word that God is giving to us to do what? In order to establish the true family.
Desfavorecido la situación de las familias. Entonces, tenemos que ser santos, tenemos que ser buenos padres.
Es que si no, no podemos ser lo otro.
Exactamente.
Lo uno sin lo otro, no.
Entonces, con Jesús hemos buscado
So-
la persona con Dios.
Mhm.
Ahora tenemos que buscar el fundamento de la familia.
So you see, so God has risen the human family, okay, through this words, with these words.
Dios ha trabajado desde la humanidad, desde las primeras familias hasta el presente, con esta palabra.
And the reason why,
Y el testamento completo.
and the reason why God has brought us through this course is to establish true
El
families.
propósito, digamos, de este curso es llegar a ser verdaderos padres. Debemos ser verdaderos individuos.
So
Si no
the
hay verdaderos padres, no hay amor.
the completed Testament word will prepare us in order to love,
Cuando
to give love, okay, from this level back to this level, okay?
Entonces el círculo del amor
Yeah.
de dar,
All right.
entonces se establece. Ahora estamos en el círculo del amor que recibimos
So,
injustamente.
Reverend Moon said that the purpose of life, this is the purpose of life, and the purpose of history, especially the biblical history.
Esto es una explicación bíblica.
Okay? The purpose of this biblical history is to solve this problem,
Es para resolver el problema de la familia.
to solve the problem in the family.
Cuando se resuelve el problema de la familia, resuelve el problema de la familia.
Yeah.
Pues si es que la familia es el todo,
Sí.
es la base.
So this is so since the purpose of our life is to give love,
Por tanto, el propósito de la vida es
okay,
el amor de nadie.
and life itself takes us through this cycle,
Necesita este círculo.
okay? You know, this cycle is not invented by anyone.
Esto no está
This is a natural cycle.
Okay. Es la esencia de la vida.
This is a natural cycle. Okay, God created this cycle for
Dios
human
es
beings.
el que ha hecho esta
Alright?
estructura del amor.
Yeah. So human beings can only find true happiness in their lives if they go through this cycle.
La felicidad en su vida tiene que comprender este círculo del amor.
Yeah. Okay.
Vaya, no puede llenarse ese vacío de ninguna otra manera.
Ya.
No puede
So
con esto, con dinero,
Momentáneamente.
no funciona.
Sí.
Momentáneamente.
So this has taken all this history, you see.
Por tanto, el propósito de todas esas historias del presente es llegar a lograr ese propósito.
Okay. And when we die, okay, remember the people of this age, they were given the word that life will end in the spirit world, okay? This is eternal life. The objective is eternal life. All of us will die and we will go to the spirit world. All of us. Okay? All right? So, in order for us to have a good life in the spirit world, we need to learn how to give love. And this is okay? And this is what Reverend Moon refers to as true love and God's love.
Probablemente el reverendo Moon es el primero que ha enseñado qué significa la estructura del amor. Desde el punto de vista lógico, que podemos entender y que nos da explicaciones sobre la realidad del
So, Reverend Moon has connected the life of the individual, the life of the family, history, and religion. Reverend Moon has connected it together as to explain the purpose of life. So, in our talk today, we will discuss what we think about this course that Reverend Moon has bequeathed to us. Okay, so thanks very much to everyone.